time and a lot of fun. You know that putting on a Super Bowl doesn't start in a week. It starts several years in advance. But this morning we'll celebrate, obviously, the wonderful job that Arizona did. Extraordinary effort across this great valley. So very thankful to the host, Michael Bidwell, and the Arizona Cardinals. Michael, thank you. It starts when the Super Bowl is awarded, and that Michael and local officials here obviously play a big part in that, but it's a wonderful tribute to Michael and his leadership of the Cardinals that this Super Bowl was awarded here to this great community. So, Michael, congrats. To the Super Bowl host committee, we have my friend Jay Perry here, Larry Fitzgerald, and David is here, David Russo. So just a wonderful effort with the host committee, bringing this community together, both the public and the private sector. And again, incredibly well organized and did a spectacular job. So thanks to all three of you. And to Governor Hobbs and all the mayors and leaders throughout this great valley, thank you for your leadership. So, Governor, thank you very much. And I know that our fans and our teams and our partners all had a wonderful time here, and we thank you all for that. So I'm going to introduce and pass it over to Jay Perry for the last time, so you'll notice the big smile on her face. So.
Thank you, Commissioner. I'm still smiling. You know, what a game, obviously, yesterday. It doesn't get any better than that experience. And what a week we've had here in Arizona. It really is an honor to host Super Bowl 57. There was unprecedented interest, unprecedented energy around the state of Arizona, and we were just thrilled to have it here. We want to thank Commissioner Goodell and the entire NFL team. Hosting a Super Bowl is definitely a team effort, and it takes a village. So we want to say thank you, Commissioner, for all the support. A special shout out to Peter O'Reilly, the Executive Vice President of Events and Club Business. Peter is a tremendous teammate as well. And so just locking arms with him and Matt Shapiro and John Barker and so many, many others around the league was really what made this a phenomenal effort. I'm going to steal a line from Peter that he shared with us last week as we were preparing. And he said, Super Bowl is all about the little things that make this event so grand. And I think that was so true this week. Our goal here in Arizona was to deliver a premium experience for all fans and all those that came to the Valley, and to create a Super Bowl that took over the region and showcased the best of Arizona. And as we look around this past week, we think it was a victory for Arizona, and that we delivered on that in spades. And so again, we're so grateful to everyone that participated. There were hundreds of thousands of fans that participated and took advantage of all the events around the region. And again, we love that participation and want to say thank you. The true testament of a Super Bowl is the lasting legacy. And so there's such impact that's being left here in Arizona long after the game. And that's takes place in many different ways, but all of the community programs we've done over the past 18 months will really be here for a long time to come. And it was made possible, all of this, by the tremendous collaboration across the state and all facets of our public and private sector. It was a privilege for me to work with all of you, so I do want to say thank you, as Roger said, for the last time. So it's a little bit of a list, so bear with me. So first, of course, the state of Arizona, led by our very new governor, Katie Hobbs, who jumped in and really leaned into Super Bowl 57. We want to say thank you. Thank you. As well as State Farm Stadium. I mean, what a jewel and what a fantastic showcase yesterday. Tom Sadler and Andy Gorchoff, thank you very, very much. We had 9 cities participate around the valley that stepped up in a very big way. We've got a couple mayors here today that I want to say thank you to of those 9 cities. Mayor Gallego from Phoenix. Can you stand? Thank you, Mayor. You're still standing too. Good job. And Mayor Woods from Tempe. Where are you? Oh, you're back. You're literally standing. Good. Okay, thank you. Our Native American community leaders, if you're here and can stand as well, that will be our joke for the day. Can you stand? Oh, Governor Lewis, thank you so much. And then, of course, our dream team, which was our volunteer board of directors that guided us for the last 18 months on getting us to yesterday. First and foremost, our executive board chair, Larry Fitzgerald. He has a way of lifting everyone up around him, and I would say he did that with Super Bowl LVII. So Larry, thank you. And our board chair, David Rousseau. Again, this is his volunteer activity. He is such a great teammate, is so supportive, and pretty much always says yes, which we appreciate. So David, thank you. Thank you. I'm getting close. My host committee team, which took the mission to heart to really put the fans first and make this a regional effort. I couldn't do it without the incredible host committee staff, so thank you all. The biggest round of applause. And then lastly, our Team AZ, our 5,000 volunteers who were out in full force this past week, giving that warm welcome to Arizona. Okay, my last point, Commissioner Goodell. When we met last October with all of our local partners, you got asked the question, how can Arizona host Super Bowl for the 5th time? So we're already looking ahead. And your response, if you'll recall, is do a great job with Super Bowl 57.
Yes, I remember.
Okay. Did we do that?
Yes, you did.
Great. All right. We did it! Yeah! So, we're ready when you are. Right? All right. With that, I'm going to turn it over to Michael Bidwell. Again, as the commissioner said, the Cardinals organization, the Bidwell family, but specifically Michael and his leadership and trust and support of the host committee was incredible. So I'm going to turn it over to Michael. Thank you. That's it. I'm out.
All right. Thank you. Good morning, everyone. What an amazing weekend. I want to thank everybody in Arizona. I want to thank, starting with Commissioner Goodell and his entire staff. Everybody did a great job. It was an amazing game. Congratulations to Clark Hunt, the Kansas City Chiefs, and Coach Reed. What an amazing game and an amazing finish. I'm sure Fox was happy with the ratings last night. As a member of our Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Committee, one of the things for the NFL, one of the things that was very important to me was to make sure that we had a very successful Business Connect program. And that's the program which actively engages small, diversely owned and women-owned businesses around the valley. We had a record amount of businesses participate this year. Over 100 business contracts were awarded to local diversely owned and women-owned businesses, the most success we've ever had. So when we talk about inclusion, it was great. We did it with our money and with our business contracts. And many of those folks that are able to continue to do business out of state will continue to have those opportunities as the league looks forward and moves forward. So I just want to say thank you to everybody on the team. And we look forward to not only having you back for future Super Bowls, but to remind you the NCAA Final Four will be back here next year, and we look forward to welcoming the media back, and we're going to do this all over again, but with basketball theme. So thank you so much, and it's my great honor to introduce our 24th governor of the state of Arizona, and she has done a great job. She hit the ground running about 3 weeks ago when she was sworn in, and we put her right to work throughout this weekend, helping us recruit businesses to move to Arizona. We had a great weekend doing that. And so it's my great pleasure to introduce Governor Katie Hobbs.
Good morning, everyone. I am so happy to be here with you to celebrate the culmination of what's been such an exciting week for Arizona, for NFL fans, for visitors and Arizonans alike. And as you've already heard, our state really had the opportunity to shine this week. So congratulations to Kansas City for winning the Lombardi Trophy, but in my eyes, Arizona got the biggest win. I couldn't be more excited for what's in store for Nevada and Las Vegas with Super Bowl LVIII next year, but I know that we have set the bar pretty high. So this is the fourth chance that we've had to host a Super Bowl, and we certainly took the opportunity to show off to the world all that Arizona has to offer. We are truly a unique destination for a Super Bowl. As you've already heard and seen, when we host the Super Bowl, it's a multi-city regional experience. Our tourism and hospitality industry and its over 160,000 employees pulled out all the stops. No matter where you stayed, there were festivities all around, from concerts to dining experiences to a day at the spa. Arizona's communities know how to welcome visitors better than anyone. And yesterday, hundreds of millions of viewers in over 100 countries turned on their screens to see Arizona. They saw a state full of promise and opportunity, a vibrant, diverse state that's a catalyst for innovation and progress. Over the years, I've seen how our state has grown and changed, transforming into an engine of technology and advanced manufacturing. And I know firsthand that Arizona is the best place to live, work, and raise a family. And I hope that each of you got to catch a glimpse of an Arizona that works for everyone. With our vast experience in hosting numerous events each year, we're already looking forward to welcoming the Super Bowl and hundreds of thousands of fans back. Thank you so much again to Michael Bidwell, Jay Perry, and all the members of the Arizona Super Bowl Host Committee for all of your incredible work to bring this event to our state and make sure that it was a success. Thank you to all the organizers, sponsors, tourism and hospitality workers, and Arizona residents and football fans for making Super Bowl LVII one to remember. Hosting has been an incredible privilege. Thank you so much. And now it's my pleasure to welcome David Rousseau, Board Chair of the Super Bowl Host Committee, next.
Thank you, Governor. I was trying to think of something that was noteworthy because we have a lot of speakers this morning, but I think my first and foremost obligation is to thank Jay Perry and her staff for executing on such a wonderful promise and partnership that we enjoy with the NFL. Obviously, the intention is to get them to come back. It seems like we have it on good authority from the commissioner that that's a given now, so we appreciate getting that on the books. And I really wanted to just highlight the collaboration, and it's been appropriately referenced several times, but my day job, which I need to start mentioning since they'll have to become reacquainted with me here in the next few days, but is president of SRP, and so we're an example, I think, of the corporate citizenship that, like PetSmart, like APS, like Freeport-McMoRan, and other members of our business community that have stepped up and supported this effort, not with an intention to get a direct payback, but really looking at the long term and having a better economy, a better community, and everything that goes with that. But we're definitely a world-class region. And Governor, you should be very proud of everything that came together on this front. And so we're excited about that. We're excited about doing it again. I know there's some concern about Jay and I aging out. We're researching the freezing aspect as to if we could get a hard commitment as to how long that lease is going to be, that would be helpful. But and then my next job is to introduce our celebrity executive chair, Larry Fitzgerald, and I also want to communicate clearly that Jay and I are available starting tomorrow to hang out. So with that, again, thank you all very much.
Thank you, Mr. Russo. What a game last night. I want to congratulate the Kansas City Chiefs on winning the Super Bowl. It was a magnificent performance by both teams. And I just want to thank my team for allowing me to be a part of such an amazing experience. And it's been a great week in Arizona. I'm so proud of what this community has accomplished. The Valley truly rose to the occasion for hosting Super Bowl LVII and all the experiences that were included. When I joined the Super Bowl Host Committee, our collective goal was to make Super Bowl LVII a win for all of Arizona. And I can truly say this morning that we accomplished our goal. The way this community came together over the past year was exceptional. The collaboration between cities, business leaders, volunteers, and small businesses exceeded expectations on every level, just like the teams on the field did last night. The stakeholders of Arizona worked together to provide an outstanding experience for everybody that came as our guests this week. We saw the magic of Arizona over the past week, and it's my hope that all the visitors will come again. I can speak for all Arizonans. We look forward to bringing the Super Bowl back to our great state. Without further ado, I'd like to welcome Commissioner Goodell back to the stage.
Okay, so thank you again to the entire Arizona community. You can see all the smiles there, and they're well-deserved. They have earned this morning, and we are so grateful to all the efforts and to everybody in this wonderful community for supporting the Super Bowl, and thank you once again. But now we need to turn our attention to this side of the stage and looking forward to Super Bowl LVIII in Las Vegas. The Raiders, Mark Davis and Sandra Douglas Morgan, who is here as the president of the team, have done a great job of putting together their Super Bowl LVIII host committee. And we are just thrilled and look forward to working so closely with them as we did here in Arizona. And you know that Las Vegas knows how to do big events. It seems less than a year that we were there for the draft last fall. We had the Pro Bowl just a week ago, and they really have done an extraordinary job understanding how we want to present the NFL in that community, but more importantly, how to do it Las Vegas style. And they know how to do these things, and so we look forward to working very closely with them and working with their host committee and their Convention Visitors Association. So I think it's appropriate now. I think we have a video, but Las Vegas, you are now on the clock. So.
And the Chiefs have just won Super Bowl LVII in Arizona.
With that, I'd like to introduce Steve Hill, who is the president and CEO of the Las Vegas. That would be a mistake. We are not going there yet, just to be clear. Las Vegas Convention and Visitors Bureau. So, Steve, we look forward to working with you.
Likewise, Commissioner. Thank you. Good morning, everyone. Thanks for being here. The commissioner said we're on the clock. We know that, and usually that is a term that the commissioner uses at the draft. And if we had a draft choice right now, I think we'd pick Jay. We would.
She's available.
Yeah, that's good to know.
For the right price.
Yeah. The job that Arizona has done over the past week is hard to appreciate until you start to try and plan a Super Bowl in a city. Everything that it takes, and it was mentioned here, but when you're actually doing that work, when you're actually thinking about all the different aspects that it takes in order to put on a spectacular Super Bowl, we now appreciate that in Las Vegas, and so we have a heightened level of appreciation of what Arizona has accomplished over the past week. We come into these things pretty confident. As the commissioner says, we know how to do events in Las Vegas. We'd feel a little more confident if you hadn't done quite as good a job. Set the bar exceptionally high. We wanted to acknowledge that. If you haven't had an opportunity to pick up the Arizona Republic today, please do. Our acknowledgement of both the help that Arizona has provided to us and the job that they did this week is recognized there. We also want to invite you to be at a Las Vegas-style reveal here at 9 o'clock. I don't know if you noticed the truck out front, but it's hard to miss, and we'd like to invite you to come out there at 9. we are very cognizant, and I've said this often publicly, that we have one opportunity to get the first Super Bowl in Las Vegas right. We are going to work very hard. We have an exceptional team. We've been working to do this for 60 years. So we are excited about the opportunity. We're excited about the team that we have put together in Las Vegas in order to make this happen. And I'd like to take the opportunity to introduce you to the CEO of Allegiant Airlines, who is also the chair of our host committee, Maury Gallagher.
Good morning, everyone. It's great to be here. And Jay, congratulations. I'm a novice at this. I've been in business many years, but this is not business. This is an event. And one-off events are amazingly interesting to watch from afar, so to speak. Unfortunately or fortunately, I'm going to be right in the middle of it next year, and I can't be more excited about the team that's going to be putting this together. You see a number of them up here. It's a tough act to follow, but I put these guys up against it. You know, competition's a wonderful thing. It brings out the best in all of us. I personally want to thank our host committee already. They've been here for over a week, observing and doing the things needed to learn the steps that go into such an incredible event. On a personal note, we were fortunate enough to work with the Raiders to put our name on the stadium, Allegiant Stadium. It was a big bite for us at the time, but it's paying dividends, I can say that honestly. The Raiders have been a great partner for us. We look forward in the coming year working much closer with them as a Super Bowl host committee. They're going to be an exceptional host as we go forward, and they have a tough act to follow, but my money's on those guys. Lastly, I want to thank the NFL for giving us this opportunity. Las Vegas is, I think, entering a new era. It's always been known as a destination for entertainment. It now can arguably claim the best sports destination as well. We have to live up to that marker, but my money's on this group, Steve and his team, the host committee, all of those are going to be great. Well, with that, I want to turn it over to Sandra Douglas Morgan. Sandra is the president of the Raiders and my vice chair on the host committee. Sandra?
Well, good morning. It is so exciting to be here, not only to represent the Las Vegas Raiders, Mark Davis and the entire Raiders organization, to welcome the Super Bowl to our home at Allegiant Stadium. I would definitely start by thanking Michael Bidwell, the Bidwell family, and the Arizona Cardinals organization for being such gracious hosts to us as we transition the Super Bowl to Las Vegas. You know, the Silver and Black has had a long history of fight in our blood, of passion, and putting our hearts on the field for our incredible fans. And I know that Las Vegas will do the same as a first-time host city for Super Bowl LVIII. I'm incredibly proud of my hometown of Las Vegas and to see it transform into one of the sports destinations in the world. Our ability to host a global audience, provide the highest level of hospitality, and infuse all of that with excitement, glitz, and glamour that naturally comes from being in Las Vegas and one of the greatest new football facilities in the NFL will be an unforgettable experience. So we look forward to working with the Commissioner, with Peter, and so many of the great people at the NFL to make sure that Super Bowl LVIII will be an unforgettable experience. And with that, I'd like to announce and introduce you all to the great governor of the state of Nevada, Joe Lombardo.
All right, it's always a great honor to go last. So, what a fantastic day. It's such a quiet crowd, right? You got to build up. We just came off a fantastic Super Bowl, and we should be celebrating. You guys are really stoic. So, Governor Hobbs, thank you. Thank you. Thank you for the opportunity. And Commissioner, thank you. Thank you for the opportunity. What a great honor to host Super Bowl LVIII. And similar to what Mr. Hill said and the Commissioner said, we know how to do it in Las Vegas and the state of Nevada. So I have a few comments, and then we're going to get on with the ceremony here. So I can tell you, you're going to be dazzled by the lights of Las Vegas Strip, that you're going to be amazed at the world-class entertainment, that you're going to be impressed by the natural beauty of Nevada, and that you're going to enjoy the unforgettable Super Bowl experience at Allegiant Stadium. Thank you, Maury. But I can also tell you, you're going to enjoy a welcome like no other. Our whole city is excited to welcome you to open arms and to make sure that you have an experience that brings you coming back to Las Vegas even after the Super Bowl. And with that, it's an incredible honor to say to the host committee, to the NFL, and to the devoted fans from across the country and the world, welcome to Las Vegas. We can't wait to host you the Nevada way. Thank you.
Okay, I think we have the very first Las Vegas Super Bowl 58 football, so we have that over here. I think you're passing it over. Okay.
Come on, Fitz. Yeah, we got it.
Can you do it?
Arizona for them? We want that. You're right here on the side. You're okay.
Big smile. I know this can be fun.
Thank you. Well done. Las Vegas here. Well done. Thank you. Commission the center.
Okay.
We can step forward. Come on up here.
Good.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
We'll be back momentarily with Coach Reed and your MVP, Patrick Mahomes. Back momentarily. A reminder that we'll be outside at the conclusion of that session, the photo opportunity out on the street. Thank you.